Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Broncos will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Unloads quickly, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Kansas State quick to the line.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Broncos offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Etienne. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. With the catch, it's Etienne. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Chambers. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Hainsworth. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Man, and that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Pitts. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Terrell. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Run in the red zone, it's Pitts. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. On to attempt the try.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hainsworth. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Durant. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia.
Got enough for the 1st down.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Bringing the heat. This time he's got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Chambers. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He's into the open down the middle. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now on second down. Let's go. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Terrell. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Makes the grab. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hainsworth. Rushes on him. And to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Chambers. He makes the grab. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets the first himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Chambers. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Algier. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Makes the quick grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hainsworth. Quickly complete. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Kansas State quick to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
A little floater there that falls incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That brings them to within 1. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they turn it into a defensive score. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it in the middle. It's Terrell. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. But a little time, lets it go. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Got the back over the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leads him with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Dropping back, it's Hainsworth. Buys a little time. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Broncos are on the move. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chambers. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going for 6. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Hainsworth. That's caught. It's Durant. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball, trying to float it in.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hayden. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The give as they work on that clock. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And again,
turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside defense.
good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5.
Let's go.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kansas State, 33.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Hainsworth. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Kansas State pushing the pace. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.